Okay, so today we're going to show you some of the cool features I show whenever I show a prospective customer about BB10. This is how to sell the device. This is a BlackBerry Z10. So, first thing we're going to go over is the hub. So if I can go ahead and have you move over. This is a hub that shows up all of your your messages. If you can click the hub at the bottom there, you can actually see which you can decide where you want to go through your notifications, your text messages, or what have you. Okay, if you want to go ahead and move there. Okay, then if you look here, we also have the next thing that I want to touch on is going to be like swipe features. So if you swipe up from the top to the bottom, that would bring down your settings, and there are different settings in there that you can go to. Also, if you go ahead and go back up and you click from there on the bottom, you'll see you have your phone, you'll have search, and you have the camera. Next thing we're going to go to is the text. So if you open up text, go to compose. In compose, if you want to start writing a message there where it says enter a message, you can see that the little words start to populate, and you can actually slide and pop those into your message. If you want to go ahead and do a few of those for me. Just kind of swipe it up with your thumb. Okay, and then if you make a mistake, if you lightly go from the very side, going from right to left, brush it across, there it goes. That is the only keyboard that does that, and that's on the BlackBerry 10 series. And the next thing we're going to look at is the camera. So if you want to come out of that. Okay, let's take a look at the camera. So, if you go and you hit your setting buttons there in the corner at the very bottom, in your settings you have the switch camera where you can do your infamous selfies. There's auto, and then there you go. And then you have, go ahead and go back to settings. You have the ability to turn on and off the flash or pick your ratio. So let's go ahead and right now go back to it, and we have, you know, your kids sometimes squint and you can't get that picture you wanted because they squinted at the very part of it. Okay, so go ahead and click on there, and this is called time shift. You can actually catch that very particular moment that you might have missed. The dancing dog, that's cute. Okay, so I usually show customers that, so you can go ahead and get out of that. Next I want to show you the calendar, so let's go into the calendar. For this demo we did put it into the dark theme. I like the dark theme on my phone, I like the dark theme on the calendar. Mine just aren't getting any much better. So if you slide from the very top down and hit settings, in settings in general, that is where you can set your calendar to be in dark background or light background. So go ahead and go back, and in calendar you can choose, if you go back to it, you can actually choose to see week, month, day. Very easy to use your calendar. Now the next thing we're going to go to is the browser. So if you go there to your internet browser, click on one of those things there. Let's see. Go to msn.com. Okay, if you go to msn.com, and if you go ahead and you click there in the side, you'll see your settings and the little three dots. In your settings, if you look closely, you can see reader. If you click on reader there for me. Okay, well, that one wasn't very good. Pick a page on the news. No, go up. Just pick a page on the news. Now click reader mode. So see how it takes out all of the ads, so you get just the news, nothing more. That is really good. Now, if you click there at the bottom, you can enhance the text. No, enhance the text. So you can actually make it bigger or smaller to suit how you view it. Much easier to read now. Okay, so get out of that. BBM has some pretty cool features in BBM. If you go over to the 3 lines there at the bottom, you're going to see your chats, your feeds, your groups, your contacts, your channels, your invites, and shop. If you go over to your contacts and click on ET, and then over at the bottom there, if you go to your more, in more, we're going to go to, you can do a ping to get their attention, or if you go back to the little paper clip there, the paper clip, you see the G? Click on the G and hit OK and hit send. Now this is going to be able, you have to leave it open, but this is going to show your location for the next 30 minutes. And they can accept that, and that's kind of cool if you want to meet friends, family, you know. So let's go ahead and minimize that window. Okay, in the next one, I would like you to pull up BlackBerry World. BlackBerry World, you're going to have a lot of apps. One of the things I'd like to stress about is you can use Android apps on this device. Any Android app works on the BlackBerry 10. What I really like about it is the Amazon Market's going to come preloaded on future devices. This is going to be huge. Just like when we showed you the camera, you have different modes on there, but panoramics come in as well. Also, let's go to the phone. So if you go over to the dial pad, on the dial pad, again, the dark view makes it so much easier and makes it huge. Your customers, if you're a prospective customer, this is really neat to have that dark theme. If you're a salesperson, your customers will be so appreciative that you showed this to them. And then also you can do call notes when you're in a call. These call notes go right into the app called Remember. So let's go take a look at Remember. Remember right there will let you put in all kinds of entries, which is really nice. Pictures, calendars, if you're doing a project, if you're, different things, you can keep them all in one place, which is really neat. So the other thing I want to show you is on the side, if you move the case just a little bit on the side there, you can see the charging cord and the HDMI port. HDMI port is really, really neat because you can actually watch movies from your device to a smart TV, plugging it in with the HDMI cord. Let's see. And then one of the few things, another few features, the NFC, it does have near field communication, so it allows you to share files with one another just by bumping them together, and you can find that in settings. Oh, NFC, there you go. You can turn that on and actually share files. There's a removable battery with the Z10, and you're able to go ahead and, get extra batteries, and that's kind of nice. Also, expandable memory, up to 64 gigabytes, which is huge. So it's really nice that you can have that. There's other devices like the Q10 if you want your keyboard, smaller screen but has more battery life, and there's another device as well in the BB10 lineup. With the Q10 and the other device, FM radio compatibility is there. If you plug in a headset into the very top here of the port, you'd actually be able to get, FM radio. Also, the other device is USB, supported USB on the go. So if you needed a computer on the go, you could actually plug in an on-the-go cable to this, plug in a mouse and a keyboard, and you're set to go. So these are some of the features I show when I show the phone, as well as I usually have them make a phone call, because the phone, it has outstanding reception and really clear call. So it's really nice to be able to make those calls in some places where some people just don't get reception, and it's very, very clear. You can also make calls on the BlackBerry Messenger, which is really nice. You can make calls on it. You can do take hold of the screen, what we call screen share. So if somebody has an issue, you can actually show them where it is and how to use it. I use that feature too. BBM video is huge. So just keep these in mind when you're showing, or if you're looking at a device. This is secure. There's no need for an antivirus. There's no open market. It's not proprietary. There's no having to get a separate cord for it. It's plain, it's simple, it's efficient. You're protected. You can be on the go and do all those things that you need. There's really no drawbacks to it at all, other than, just be hands-on and check it out for yourself. Okay, thanks, and let me know what you think. Bye.